greenhouse. I well, I have a few of my seedlings here. We're going to take a look at around here. We got to check on all. Got to get some water, but I want to. Our main thing, we're going to be looking at my cucumbers that I've got. I'm going to be growing cucumbers, my tomatoes, which I have here. Long TLDR, long story short, whatever. I've got to repot my cucumbers today. They need to get done. It's they're already starting to, and I don't really, especially with them. You know, if you can see that, I've got some roots coming through there, so I just want to get them out and get them repotted. So we have that because they're going to go through this stage, which is cool to get them up, and then we're going to move to a medium term, and then their long-term home will be in a longer piece. So this is just meant to get me a little breathing room for my cucumbers in here. So if you haven't been on here before, my name is Ryan. I'm a business coach by trade, but I work in my greenhouse pretty much, well, almost every day. Try to come live here pretty consistently while we're working on stuff. So usually I'm on the usually posting to my main page for the long form, but I like to come on shorts here every now and again, specifically on times like this where I am really just kind of cruising along here trying to get stuff done. So these guys I do not want to use this year. That was not a good experiment. So those will probably end up in the trash, getting recycled, I should say. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 of them. So we'll see how many 6 does for us here. I don't think I'm gonna need them. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 4 for right now. Those are up. Do the other ones as needed. So again, got my little scoop here. Might as well use it. Got a scoop with one of the things that I work with. So what we have here, it's a real simple process, nothing too crazy. Have you guys come down here so you can keep an eye on what I'm working on here. I've got a mixture of basically coconut husk and potting soil kind of all together here. And so what we're going to be doing is just repotting the cukes, which have germinated already, which is great. You know, today I'm here in northern Michigan, and our outside today it's about 45. We got the winds blowing stuff in, it's warming up, but it's definitely getting so it was much cooler this morning. Like, it was a frosty morning. However, we do have a storm coming through. So but with that, we're when I got into the greenhouse here today, it was 90 degrees in here, so I got the door open just to kind of let it cool off a little bit. But we are repotting cucumbers today. It's, you know, got to get her done. Especially with cucumbers, I don't want them getting root bound at all. Like, that'll just be, you know, that'll choke them right out. So we want to make sure that they can grow and grow. I want to say Tuesday, I will be, thank you for the like, I appreciate it. I will be repotting and my tomatoes that I have. I've got some Roma and I've got some Roma as well as some which are an indeterminate variety. I'm going to grow inside the greenhouse here as well. I've got some what do we else we got there? I've got a couple bush varieties that are fine, but they're going to have to get repotted later too. So, you know, it's one of those things, just got to stay on top of it here. So, but yeah, I'm a little worried. I don't want to get my cucumbers that'll be in here. I don't want them getting root bound. So we're just going to kind of get them going here. Now with this, when you're dealing with your potting soil and stuff like this, again, I use coconut husk. If you've never ordered it before, it comes in bricks that look like this. It comes in nice and dry, right? It'll be here. You pre-soak it. So I just throw them in these 5-gallon buckets and just let them soak. And it ends up looking like this right here. I've got, well, this one's right here. It ends up, you know, it's just this, comes in looking just like this, that I mix in with regular potting soil. I do like basically 1 to 1, or depending on the time of year, it'll be closer to maybe 2 to 1. But everything's pre-soaked. So this has all been sitting in water overnight. So that way I don't have to worry about, you know, I mean, you know what a pain it is when you're trying to get your potting soil and everything to soak in the water, right? That first soak, it just sucks. I mean, in lack of a better phrase. I always just pre-soak it. So I'll just leave it in here knowing I'll need it the next day. End up with a nice, you know, the water's already in here. So then it's just a matter of when you're looking for germination, it's just bottom watering at that point. And as I mentioned, again, if you haven't joined me here before, thanks for joining here. Hopefully I earned your subscription today. I come live all the time here, either on shorts, but you'll also find me where I do long form videos where We are planting seeds, going here in the greenhouse, maintaining things in the greenhouse. We're out in the garden all the time, like all summer. So if this is the type of stuff you're interested with, you want to jump on the chat and join in, please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. Which will be more and more often now as we are getting towards April. You know, the first. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've got a full setup that I use. I actually got today. If I was doing it on my computer, you'd see it, but I actually have an overhead cam that goes over the top of my seedlings here. So while we're working, you can see me. So it's not like this. You see me in the corner, kind of like if you ever watch Twitch, right? Except instead of streaming a video game, you're watching me, I don't know, plant seeds and thin out tomatoes and stuff like that, which is what we did a couple days ago. So there's a video out there that you guys can see as well. Yeah, it's good times. We have got, I had to get out here right now because it was freezing this morning, but we're nice and warm right now. It is nice and toasty in here. Like I said, it's 90 degrees, living our best life. So if you've got questions or anything you're curious about with the gardening or anything, be sure, send it my way. I don't have all the answers. I'll be starting my flowers for around the property here probably in about 3 weeks. Get them going. Marigolds and cleomes and petunias, impatiens. We get the whole lot going. Tons of marigolds. So that's stuff. Hey, what's happening? What's up, Illist? Long time no see. How you been? So give you guys a quick little look. So I got my tomatoes in here, and you can see I've got here. So these are aromas that are right there. If you can. And they're already, they're ready to jump out into the next spot. So that'll be on Tuesday. We're gonna be repotting those. So these are aromas here. I got some beefsteak over here. We've got, trying to think here. What is this one? So this is a Plum Regal. These are bush varieties. And got over here, what is it? Oh, this is Mountain Magic. It sounds like a pot variety, but it's actually tomato. Yeah, honestly, I've been pretty good. Been pretty good for the most part. We have been, again, you may or may not know this. It's always one of those things. I can't remember who knows this or not, but I'm a business coach by trade. So my practice has been taking off pretty good. I've kind of got folks, a few of the spots that I want to get taken care of, I've absolutely gotten taken care of. So around the country, so it's kind of nice. And then here, I've got the full greenhouse is insulated now. Like this is, like on this spot here, this is all foam insulation all the way around. Got my reflective stuff in here. You can see I've got lettuce and spinach and brassicas are already going over here, some onions. So I've been busy, We've been busy on the stream here. A little earlier than last year. We got out here about a month ahead of time, which is really what I wanted when we were looking at, getting this whole thing going. Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. So I'm just gonna try to grab these guys. This here again. These are pickling cucumbers, but basically I use them for salads. I'll be pickling some stuff this year, but not be much. But I want to get them repotted because I'm seeing they're already got their tap roots are already down to the bottom. So I want to make sure that they're good. So you got a little guy right in there living his best life. We're gonna load him up. All right, so I've got 4 of them that I need to do real quick, and then I'm gonna start watering everybody. But yeah, today's kind of a short stream. We are just, this is a target of opportunity. I saw this and I was like, well, I'm out here. Let's go ahead and just get these guys moved. So I got a new seed pack I'm working with. It's called Organo Republic. And it came with all these cool little tools, which I absolutely loved. I was like, cool, this is all right. Good. I don't see any roots coming down. That's better. That's what I want to see, no roots. Means I got a chance. Don't want to be behind the power curve, especially when it comes to cucumbers. They're such fickle plants. But I've got chickens this year, so you're going to see some more chicken content for me. I put together their coop about a month ago, give or take. Is it a month? It must be a month ago now on stream. I did a full live stream on it. It was like 3 hours of doing that, but that needed to get done. Right now, total, that is a really good question. Let's do some math. Let's see here. So there's 2, 4, 6, 12, 13. Well, 72 here. It's 72 tomato plants currently. I got a whole bunch of leeks. They're just coming up right now. So there's going to be, I don't know, probably about 40 or 50 of those. More onions here. This is a variety that I'm going to grow out there. About 140 plants right now, give or take, you know, plus or minus. So it's quite a few, but again, with the lettuce, like again, on the lettuce here, you know, this variety, this is all going to be for salads and also for my chickens. Like, yeah, I'm just kind of growing these out. This is all mesclun mix. I've got some spinach. I got some, trying to think here. I got some black seeded Simpson. I've got some butter lettuce, which is this guy right here. And what else do we have there? There's one other variety. Oh, that's back here, and they're just they take forever to get there. Is the romaine. I've got some romaine coming too. But hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, fitness? Yeah, I'm actually today. We were just going over the count of all my everything I got in the greenhouse, but I've got cucumbers that are coming up. Cucumbers that are starting to pop up here. I can barely see this guy right there. I want to get them repotted before before it's anything too crazy. So because my worry on these, especially I had last year, I ran into a problem where my cucumbers got root bound, and I don't want that in my containers, and it stifled their growth, and basically they're fruiting and flowering. So I'm trying to stay ahead of that this year. So as soon as I saw I had some germinating, whichever of these are germinating, I am just making the transition now and repotting them. So it's not even a concern. Like, we know they are taken care of. So, and again, I don't expect all of them to make it. A lot of, you know. All right, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, like, today's a short stream. Like, we literally came here. I came here to water, and I saw that these guys had germinated. I was like, well, I guess we're repotting while we are topping everybody else off. So, okay. Well, that was that part. So you guys are going to get me. I'm going to move this back so you can kind of keep an eye while I'm watering everybody. Everybody doesn't mind. You guys get the full deal here. But yeah, I mean, we had crap weather this morning and a little bit earlier, so I didn't want to do anything too crazy. Okay, so right below here, I've got a whole tray of celery that I'm just doing to do, because I've never done celery before, because it's so cheap. I just buy it, but I wanted to give it a shot. You know, one of the joys of having a greenhouse is that you get to play around with some of this stuff and give it a try. You know, so we've got this. You know, greenhouse is staying nice during the day. It's maintaining around 90 degrees, which is awesome. This guy needs water, so let me do this here. We got my peppers. I'll show you guys this real quick. My peppers are starting to germinate a little bit. I'm trying to see if I can find one for you here. Got to look close. Where's one that's popping up here? I just saw him. Let me look this way. Where's he at? Ah, right here. Kind of hard to see, but I got a little guy right there. Look right there. I got some germination going on here. So we are letting this guy, gonna reload him with some water, get these guys germinating, and then once they're all germinated, I don't need to keep the lids on anymore, at least during the day, which is important. Don't want them overheating. Here we got beets. They're all getting started, and beets are so what you do with beets, it's interesting. You just drop the seeds right on. You drop them directly on the soil. Just push them down because they need sunlight in order to germinate. That's the thing with them. All right, again, here I got bok choy going along with my cucumbers. We already did them. Here we got my 72 tomato plants, which is awesome. Which, you know, again, the reason I do so many tomato plants is you always have a hard time making sure they all make it, because they do struggle a little bit from time to time. So Yep, so we got our romaines finally up. Man, that took forever. That romaine took almost a month to germinate. That's crazy. That is just insane how long that took. But that's what they do. Give you a little water. There you go. All right, so we're going to take care of the cucumbers first. Make sure that they get a good drink, because they were just transplanted. Good drink to them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my flowers going here too. They have, last year I had the full garden was covered in marigolds. We had a ton everywhere. So I just want to make sure that we have a similar thing. It was not only was it a nice look, but give these leeks a little extra water here. There we go. It was really good for the pollinators. Like they got, you know, I didn't have any issues with any sort of worries about having bees around or any of the pollinators. There was a ton all season. Because we had flowers going all the time. So they knew where to come hang out, that I was going to take care of them, that they were going to be good. Also, it's getting closer and closer. It's almost time for me to wake up my compost. My compost is getting closer and closer to being ready to be woken up. So that's also going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that as well. My compost is in desperate need of being woken up. I think that's it. All right, everybody's been watered. Cool. So yeah, well, hey, this was again, I know this was a quick stream, but I was just hopping on real quick just to thought I had a little time here. I thought I'd jump on and, you know, see if I could catch any of y'all, say hi, let everybody know, hey, we're doing great here in Michigan. Weather's finally great, but we got snow coming tomorrow. Is what it is, right? So again, hopefully I earned your subscription today. And yeah, if you want to see more about what's going on here when dealing with in the garden, around the property, I got chickens this year, so we're going to learn about chickens together. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. All right, take care, and I'll see you next time.